from the sky.
In the sky, yeah.
Americans everywhere, I know you've been wanting arrests made regarding the Epstein files, and after thoroughly investigating ourselves, we finally got the guy. Here he is. He appears over 1 million times in the files, and we also have witnesses who spent significant time on the island who have testified that this is indeed the guy.
Yup, that's the guy who made me come to the island a bunch of times to party with young girls.
Yeah, and he's the reason I got that STD from that Russian girl and had to secretly drug my wife. What do you have to say for yourself? So as you can see, we got the guy and we don't need to talk about this anymore. Go me. Okay, cut the cameras. We did it, boys. We're off the hook.
Let's go celebrate with some pizza, cream cheese, and grape soda.
What's up, Kobe?
What up, man? No one's even in here to see the glory in that. God damn.
Nobody saw the glory of it. Oh.
Man. How much winning are they going to keep having? I mean, gee, man. There's winning so much.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. Crazy. You got this war here, man, and you're like, from it. Yeah. It's like, that ain't gonna work. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, man. So,
welcome to Middle Letters.
Yeah, welcome to Middle Letters, man. I'm Shot.
I'm Kobe. I'm eating my dinner, so don't mind me, y'all.
Hey, man. Do your thing. Totally get it. We got the show to today because I had to kick it with our cousin Taylor for her 24th birthday yesterday. It was a good time. It was lit. It was a good time. Yeah. How was your weekend?
What'd you say?
I said, how was your weekend?
It was good. Still getting ready for a wedding, so looking for venues still. We narrowed it down to a couple of them, so it's just kind of figuring out next steps now. Like, we got our invite list. So then, sending that out, getting, it's just a process.
Right.
I kind of wish I would have did what June Show did and just went to the courthouse, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So that's what I keep thinking about.
Yeah.
But it's just, I think we ended up with 220 people we want to invite, and we know everybody's not gonna show up. But I'm more like, man, what if everybody does show up? Like, a lot of people.
You got a plan for that.
So,
Yep.
But that's not why y'all are here.
Nope.
My weekend was good. But that's not why y'all are here. Y'all are here to hear about the weird, the conspiracies, we even tapped into it, but ghost stories and ghosts and goblins in the dark. We've been talking about it in a long time. I think the last one, I know I'm not going to look into it, but it was a while ago before we even covered any ghosts or ghouls or demons. I think.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. So,
minute.
And we haven't even we haven't done a true ghost recall. Like, we have family, especially on the green side, that's seen ghosts and all types of stuff. So maybe one day we're to tap in with them. We'll get one of them on. I know Adrian, our big cousin Adrian, she's seen some crazy stuff. So I definitely need to tap in with her. I'm sure she would share some stories. But yeah, this is our Middle Letters, man. We tap in everything. You know what the Middle Letters are? It's from the show Supernatural. They are called, their crew is called, or their order is called the Middle Letters. So
the Winchester.
But today, do you want to let people know what we're talking about today?
Yeah, today we are talking about the Nordic Aliens and are they among us? And before we do that, we're gonna get to some comments here. Shell says, "Happy Monday, fellas! Woo, wedding!"
Yeah.
Yeah. As you follow, with definitely a lot of people, but I'm excited for it too. Yeah, definitely excited for that. And then we got who is this?
What country is that? I'm not gonna say it right. I'm not gonna butcher your name. What's the flag?
Yeah, what flag is that?
But if it's, yeah, I mean, yeah, great to have you here.
Yeah.
If you're into the spooky, the weird, the strange, you're in the right place.
Yep.
We're definitely we're about a year in, but we're definitely kind of figuring ourselves out, I think.
Right. Right.
But
We
yeah,
lean
yeah, yeah.
we lean heavy on conspiracy and lost history and things like that.
Mhm.
And we really enjoy that stuff. But the Nordic aliens, they are a group of aliens that conspiracists, alien UFO conspiracists say exist.
Mhm.
You got your grays, some of them are popular ones. You got your grays, you got your reptilians, and the Nordics are right up there.
Okay.
And they look a lot like us, but way better. At
Like
least
us or like white folks?
they look like humans. They look like
Okay.
humans, way better, but white folks.
Okay.
but the way but they're taller, they're more athletic. They kind of look like elves. You know how like elves are, yeah,
Mhm.
like Lord of the Rings. Like they look
Mhm.
human, but they're they're better. They're
Okay.
more athletic. Their skin is better, all that good stuff. So, Shell want to know what you got in that bowl because he's chowing down, ain't he?
Spaghetti. Just, you know,
Oh,
yeah.
wait, how old? When did you cook it?
Yesterday.
Okay, just like a brother. See,
It's gonna have to last all week though. No, that's what we gotta do.
that's what you got to do, man.
No meal
Hey,
prep. Nope.
hey, you gotta tighten that belt for the
Mhm.
wedding.
Nope.
Those are big facts.
Yep.
Uh, but yeah, so the question is, are the Nordics here, and do they walk amongst us?
Mm.
Because
Mm.
apparently it's kind of hard to tell, and they got all kind of like cool abilities like telepathy, and things like that. Stronger,
You would
faster.
never know. Right, we
Uh,
would never be able to touch them.
right, right. So, anyways, but so that's what we're going to do the dissertation on today. It's not a very long video; it's like 22 minutes or something, and some change. So pull it up here, and I think we should do that. We should do like the different types of aliens.
Aliens.
There.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we'll just start with it. 'Cause I don't think we've done any, right? Nothing specific.
We haven't really covered aliens. If y'all have been rocking for a while, we've been covering a lot of ancient history. We've covered some CIA documents.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of that was spun off from the Montauk Project and the Gifted program, and we cover it all, man. If you just rock with us, you're gonna see something like that, and then you go down the line, you're gonna see something in the news, and you're like, man, I saw that. I'm in the letters. I'm
Right.
telling you, y'all,
Happens all the time.
it happens all the time, especially when the whole UFO thing was going down.
Yeah. Yeah.
We already had talked about that. We warned you about the not Blue Beam project,
Yeah.
Bluegate, the video game reference. Anyways, so yeah, man. This is an interesting one. I don't know. I didn't get to watch it. I watched a little bit of it, but as I was making the thumbnail, but I didn't really get to watch the full thing. So I'm pretty interested in what they're going to talk about. Um, and then after this, our dissertation, we do a little game for the game, which will know, what to be on. And that's important. Like, all the segments are good, but the game for the game, there's some BS in it. It ain't gonna lie, but there's a lot of stuff in there that you're gonna be like, dang, they talked about that. We shared about Mall World.
Yep.
Before that, we shared about how people who in REM sleep could pass messages from each other.
Hmm.
If you see any reports now, a lot of scientists believe that your consciousness goes to a different dimension when you sleep.
Yep.
So we've been on that for a minute. So
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting. If you just stick with us, what we're going to tell you about.
For sure. We got Nathan in here. Nate the Great. Nathan says, "Good evening, brother Taylor. Happy to be here. Hope you both had a great week and weekend. Looking forward to the show, my man. We appreciate you joining, brother. Call Father Taylor and get him here for okay.
I just saw him yesterday. He asked about the show, so I don't know. That's gonna be dad. So
Maybe, maybe he'll pull up. I don't think
yeah.
there's any sports ball on that he's interested in watching today.
Yeah, and the issue with everything we talk about, Dad's already been there, done that. So I think he's kind of like, oh, whatever, I've already looked into that. So it's we're putting you on the stuff he looked into 2 weeks ago. Though he
Right.
did give us a little bit of credit. the whole consciousness. That's my favorite live. If you guys go back, look into the 7 levels of consciousness. That was a dope
Yeah,
show.
that was
A lot of this stuff, man, we have powers. We in this, I think, I keep talking, but Rashad would agree with me. I think we have always went back to humans have a hidden talent. We're not sure about what it is, or we might know what it is, but don't know how to use it like readily. But
yeah.
a lot of things, a lot of religion, a lot of stuff point to humans having some type of talent or some gift we have. And I think those are 7 levels of consciousness kind of point to some kind of gift that we have. The GATE program, the Montauk project, all this stuff kind of points back to like we were gifted, but we just don't know how to tap into it.
Yeah, there's a sixth sense, so to speak, that you can learn it. You can learn it, and CIA has documents about that. But yeah, we don't come out the womb knowing how to do it, but civilizations before us did, and somehow um, something happened. Something
Mhm.
happened. I think I don't remember when it happened, when they said it happened, but I kind of want to say I saw a video, and I didn't put it on today's deal, but they're talking about how it's like right before the Renaissance there was a interstellar war, and we saw it. Humans saw it, and they're fighting over humanity basically, and what direction they're going to take, and one was going to enlighten us, and one was going to suppress us, and the bad guys won. And so that's when like all these religions started to come out, and people were starting to were killing each other because of religions and things like that, to suppress us and you know make us prisoners and lower our
Mhm.
consciousness and our vibration. So yeah, but we'll get into that another time. But I say all that to say is that like what Kobe was saying, there is a hidden superpower that we have that it's just been suppressed. We can still tap into it if we train and we learn how to do it, but we can't do it out the womb, which is crazy. Um, but these Nordic aliens can. So
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and run the dissertation here. This
Okay.
comes to us from, or actually, go. You want to run it?
They come from Secret Origins. Yeah, I can do it. We did them, I believe, last week as well. What was last week's show? See, it just has to blend together. But
Uh, Lemuria.
yeah,
Yes.
Lemuria. So Lemuria, that was a dope show.
Yeah.
Um, and they talked about Lemuria, it's the land of the giants. So Secret Origins, they've been cooking. This one's called the Nordic Aliens. Are they already amongst us? Um, again, pretty short. Pretty short. I mean, we may not run the whole thing because we like to talk and we try to keep it at 30 minutes.
We get long winded.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get this show going. This is the Nordic Aliens. Are they already with us? Among us, sorry. By Secret Origins, shout out to y'all. We appreciate you not killing our lives. And so let's get it cracking.
Intelligent and almost perfectly human looking. What's more, they secretly live among us. In 1954, the US president vanished from public view for an entire night. The official explanation was a dentist appointment. Witnesses later claimed something very different. They said he was flown to a secret Air Force base to meet tall, human-looking extraterrestrials. Sounds like science fiction, right? But soldiers, pilots, and government insiders have all described the same beings, visitors with blonde hair and blue eyes, who look like ideal versions of us. Could it all be true? Are the
Ideal.
Nordic aliens quietly influencing the course of human
Like
history,
elf.
or
Like
is it
like
just another wild conspiracy? We will find out together in this new episode of Secret Origins. Welcome.
It ain't ideal for me.
the facts.
The Nordic Aliens begins in the early 1950s, at a time when the world was recovering from World War II and entering the age of rockets, satellites, and nuclear fear. People constantly looked up at the night sky, wondering who or what might be out there. That curiosity opened the door to one of the most famous alien stories of all
That's
time.
ideal.
One of the first people to claim a direct encounter with these beings was George Adamski, a Polish-American UFO believer living in California. In 1952, Adamski said he met a visitor in the Mojave Desert. According to him, this being was tall, youthful, with long hair and a peaceful presence. The visitor introduced himself as coming from Venus and warned humanity about the dangers of nuclear weapons.
He was like Sephiroth.
Adamski wasn't the only one to share such claims, but he was one of the first to
He
become
does.
widely known. He wrote several books and traveled the world talking about his space brothers. In his stories, these Nordic-looking beings were not here to fight or conquer Earth. They wanted peace. They wanted to guide humanity, and they became known as the angels from space.
Hey, can you pause it real quick?
It made sense to people that aliens could come from Venus.
Now, I don't know if you guys remember, we talked about the guy who remote viewed the moon,
Mm-mm.
and
What do you say he saw?
he said he saw Nordic aliens using humans as slave labor. And he went up there as an astrobody.
He remote viewed the Gateway Project.
Right. And he kept going, and they could see him in his astrobody,
Yep.
and they told him, "Don't come up here.
Don't come up here again." Yeah.
And he kept
He
going,
went back.
and so they captured his astrobody and imprisoned him. So he can't get back to his body. So his body is somewhere in some hospital. Right? He's like basically in a coma.
Naked. Man. The minute I saw these dudes, I didn't trust them. But Nate had a good question.
Who gets flown to the distance, and why does it take a full day? I know, right?
Why would you go at night?
Why would you go at night? Right.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
And that story got out because he told somebody famous. I can't remember the person that he told, but because he was it might have been who used to be in the Rat Pack. Who they call All Blue Eyes. What was his name?
With Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra. He told
That-
Frank. He and Frank Sinatra were friends, and he told Frank Sinatra about it.
Who were the other two? Was Frank Sinatra or that brother? It was another guy.
Sammy Davis Jr.
That's the brother.
Yep. And two other guys, but I can't remember their
Well,
names.
Frank is one of them. It's only three of them.
Oh, it's three. Okay, I thought there were four.
Pretty
Okay,
sure it's three.
yeah, Frank. Yeah,
I'm sure the chat would know.
yeah.
All
But-
8 of you.
I'm-
Appreciate y'all.
yeah, no, we appreciate you guys in there on a Monday.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for real. Hey, what
Thanks.
up, bro? What up, Brian? Oh,
yo,
man, I'm glad you pulled up again. Appreciate you, bro.
what's good, brother? Well,
Anyways, we'll keep it going. But yeah, if anybody knows who's in the Rat Pack, let us know.
We knew very little about the planet. But as science advanced, we learned the truth. Venus is extremely hot, toxic, and completely uninhabitable. So the story changed. As space probes began revealing the harsh reality of our solar system, believers moved the home of the Nordics much farther away. Today, many claim these beings originate from the Pleiades star cluster, a group of bright blue stars visible from Earth. Some variations also connect them to a distant system known as Zeta Reticuli, often mentioned in modern UFO reports. This star system, located about 39 light-years from Earth, became famous after the Betty and Barney Hill abduction case in 1961. Betty Hill, under hypnosis, drew a strange star pattern she claimed was shown to her by extraterrestrials. Years later, astronomers realized her drawing closely matched the layout of Zeta Reticuli. Because of that, many UFO researchers began to believe that highly advanced humanoid beings, possibly the Nordics, could have originated from there. Zeta Reticuli is a double star system, which some theorists say might allow more advanced life to evolve due to its age and stability. Because of this shift, Nordic aliens were no longer seen as simple visitors from a nearby planet. They became advanced beings from deep space with powerful technology and a strong interest in humanity. This newer version of the story also added a mysterious twist.
Why they keep changing though? Why they keep making them?
They go from looking like elves to looking like
Orcs.
White Walkers.
Yeah.
Or the White Walkers.
What if the Nordics have been here for much longer than we think?
Not like humans.
Or wizards.
Many believe they didn't just arrive in the
Wizard,
1950s. Some point toward ancient mythology.
Dean Martin. Oh, it was others.
And others. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, we're getting off topic with the Rat Pack, but
For clues.
I like them.
In Norse legends, gods like Odin and Thor are described as tall, fair-haired, and incredibly powerful. They lived in a place called Asgard, a realm above the human world. These gods were said to travel through the sky in radiant chariots, appearing suddenly before humans, and then disappearing without a trace. Their knowledge, strength, and divine weapons often sound less like magic and more like advanced technology described by people who didn't have the words to explain it.
Yep.
So what if these stories actually describe early encounters with Nordic-like beings?
Sure.
As more stories about Nordic aliens began to spread, people around the world started claiming their own encounters with tall, human-like beings. These reports became especially common during the contactee movement of the 1950s and 60s.
So, I don't know if anybody has watched The Rings of Power, but that's basically Gandalf's story.
And how'd you get through that? How'd you get through that show?
First season's tough.
Man.
First season's tough. First season.
Dog. Me and Lauren watched the first one. We're just like, man, nah, this is not it.
First season's tough. Second season is so much better. So you can get through the first season, you will get rewarded with the second season. It is so good. But they basically explain Gandalf like that, right? He comes out of nowhere from the sky and lands, and he's not human. He's not human. Gandalf is not human, and it's and they tell you that in the Lord of the Rings books. He's not human. He lives a lot longer than humans do.
That's true.
And he's
in the books.
Right, it's in the book. So
he was old. He was old with Bilbo, and he's still old and became Gandalf the White. And Lord, that's after the Hobbit.
Right, and he was thousands of years old at that point. He didn't know how old he was, because when he arrived on Middle Earth, he was already an old man. So let's see here. Probably witches, because I have Nordic blood and I don't have a spaceship. Not yet. I'm still waiting on my superpowers. I guess I haven't figured out. I'm not set yet. Hopefully it's not screaming slurs.
Right.
About that. All right, man. But anyway, I say all that to say that these people, I mean, they're pulling this information from places. You know what I mean? And putting it in these books. They're trying to tell you, they're trying to show you in books and movies and all that. So anyway,
Gandalf just shows up.
Yeah, he just falls from the sky. He falls from a constellation and lands on Earth. So that guy, that mystery man, that's in the first season. Spoiler alert, that's Gandalf. Yeah, he just can't remember anything. But as soon as he gets his memory back, you know, you'll see. Let's see here. I've tried that. Definitely didn't work. I apologize for things.
Is described calm, peaceful meetings where the visitors communicated through telepathy, and their messages were often focused on the danger of nuclear weapons. According to those who claimed contact, the Nordics were worried that humanity could destroy itself before reaching its full potential. Many contactees said these beings appeared only briefly, shared a warning, and then left without harming anyone. They seemed to care about Earth, but they didn't interfere directly. They wanted humans to make their own choices.
Did they?
In the decades that followed, the encounters changed location, but not form. One of the most well-known incidents happened in 1980 in southern England, near Rendlesham Forest. Several US Air Force members reported seeing unusual lights and a craft on the ground. Some later said they saw tall, slim figures moving near the object. Officials offered simple explanations, like stars or a nearby lighthouse. Yet, the witnesses who were there have never changed their story. They believed they saw intelligent beings. In the United States, new claims came from
Huh?
You keep laughing at the images.
Why they look like that at all? I'm sorry.
I had a feeling you gonna find this shit.
I'm like, why they look like that? Oh my god. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just not able to focus on it. It's just whatever.
military bases in the southwestern desert. A former U.S. Air Force weather observer named Charles Hall said that in the 1960s, he encountered a group of tall, pale beings at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. Hall described them as cautious but willing to cooperate, especially with personnel they trusted. He believed these beings were using Earth as a temporary stop during their long-distance travel. Next, in Italy during the 1960s, a case known as the Friendship Case involved civilians along the Adriatic coast. A small group of locals said they worked with tall, blonde beings who lived secretly among them. They described the Nordics as friendly and curious, offering knowledge about peace and human unity. But they also insisted on secrecy, avoiding any situation that could reveal them to the wider public. Some encounters became famous worldwide. In 1975, American logger Travis Walton disappeared for 5 days in Arizona after a UFO sighting. When he returned, he reported seeing multiple types of beings aboard a craft, including tall, human-looking figures who did not harm him and seemed to be monitoring his condition. His case remains one of the most debated UFO encounters in history.
We did a dissertation.
Even earlier, Howard Menger shared stories of meeting beautiful, fair-haired beings who delivered messages about peace and warned humanity to change before it was too late.
They want the logger to help with that? Won't they kidnap somebody can actually do something? Maybe they did. Maybe that was what the whole beginning. What he gonna do in Arizona?
Maybe kidnap the president of the United States.
There you go.
He might be able to do something for you.
What?
He can start wars, so you know.
Kidnap somebody else may know.
Right.
Stop him, man.
If they kidnap you and me to try to save the world,
Give me my powers.
give me my power. I'll
I
save
can
the
change
world.
the world then.
Right. Right.
But yeah.
Vulnerability, flight, all that good stuff. Strength.
Why would the baddest aliens be like, I'm gonna come pick this logger and I'm gonna tell him stop the bombs, don't bomb. The hell? Go talk to Trump.
Donald
What are you
Trump.
talking about?
I got no pull.
Yeah,
None.
well, I mean, thank you, but I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna run for Congress. I'm not gonna run for Senate, and I'm not the president of the United States. So I don't know what you want me to do. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just a logger. Like whatever. I don't
Right.
know.
Menger's claims, like others from the contactee era, supported the idea that these visitors were our observers. But if Nordic aliens are truly real, then what do they look like? And even more importantly, what makes them so different from us? Well, witnesses describe these beings as tall, often much taller than any ordinary human. Most say around 6 to 7 feet in height, though some claim they have seen Nordics standing even closer to 9 feet. Their bodies seem perfectly built, strong, yet elegant, without any physical flaws. People often say they look like an ideal version of a human being.
Cool.
Their skin is pale and smooth, sometimes described as glowing under certain lights. Their hair is usually blonde or even white.
So y'all want to look like that? That's your ideal human? That right there?
I don't think the AI got it right.
What are we talking about?
Long and straight. Their eyes are one of the most memorable details. Bright blue or sometimes green, with a sharp gaze that feels almost too intelligent. Many who claim to have stood near a Nordic say they felt unusually calm in their presence. Even when the situation should have been frightening, something about these beings made people feel peaceful and safe. It is almost as if the Nordics can influence human emotions, removing fear and replacing it with a sense of trust.
Empaths.
Some witnesses believe this effect is not accidental. It might be a natural part of who these beings are, or perhaps an advanced ability they have learned to
Where did he
control.
look up for these AIs?
Just like their appearance, their clothing also seems too advanced to be from Earth. Nordic aliens are usually described wearing smooth suits that follow the shape of their bodies closely. They look futuristic, often shining like metal or made from a material no one can recognize. People never report seeing stitches, buckles, or anything familiar. The clothing looks like something beyond human manufacturing. But the most fascinating part of the Nordic alien story is not their height or beauty. It is what they are able to do. According to countless contact reports, they communicate differently. Instead of speaking aloud, many say Nordics use telepathy, directly sending thoughts into a person's mind. Witnesses often explain how they instantly understood the message, as if the words appeared inside their head, complete and clear. There was no confusion. Communication happened naturally, like thoughts shared between old friends. People also describe abilities that seem to break the rules of physics. Some say the Nordics move silently, appearing inside closed rooms, without opening a single door. Their spacecraft, often glowing discs or bright white cylinders, seem to float without engines, changing direction instantly without slowing down. These ships can move at extreme speeds or hover in complete stillness. These reports lead many to believe that the Nordics are far more advanced than humanity, both technologically and spiritually. They might be operating on a higher form of existence. Some theories suggest that technology and consciousness are completely connected in their society. For them, mental abilities may be just as normal as using a phone is for us. And this brings us to one of the most surprising ideas in the Nordic alien legend. If they look like us, and if they can influence emotions so easily, what if they can also blend into human society without being noticed? Supporters of the theory believe that Nordics have the ability to change in subtle ways that allow them.
So what?
Not at 8 feet tall.
Nah, not looking like
That's
goddamn lizard
to
people.
walk among us as humans. This idea is known as shapeshifting.
Like you ain't gonna notice that man walking by you looking like that with them big ass ears.
definitely would have noticed that. I'm like, again, you look like something out of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or like I said, a White Walker from
Yeah.
Thrones.
Yeah, you shining in the light and then talking about I wouldn't notice you. We talking
Right.
So if the Nordics can appear just like us, does that mean
Jack up, yeah. What are we talking about?
they are here living among us in this moment? And where would they be? Many believers think the answer is simple. They would blend into the places where the future of our world is being decided. Some reports suggest that Nordics have been seen in environments connected to global politics and diplomacy. Imagine someone tall, confident, and perfectly composed, sitting quietly during high-level meetings. They wouldn't need to speak much. All they would need to do is observe, influence, and guide. If their goal is to help humanity avoid disaster, then being close to powerful decision-makers would make perfect sense, right? Others believe Nordics are active in major corporations and scientific institutions. These are places where technology is invented, where new energy sources are developed, and where the world's future industries take shape. Witnesses claim that some executives seem almost too perfect, like never aging, never stressed, and of course, always in full control. These stories often mention one recognizable pattern,
What?
a calm, cold sense of focus. People who meet them say they carry themselves differently from anyone else. They look human, but something about them feels just a little off, like they're studying everyone around them. There is also a theory that Nordics prefer influence over control. Instead of taking over governments or revealing themselves through flashy displays of power, they may be using their intelligence and perfect human disguise to push humanity away from destruction. And here's the detail that keeps this theory alive. People who claim to have encountered Nordics often describe seeing them disappear just when questions start to rise, as if they stepped out of our world as easily as they stepped in. But why would they be here at all? You've seen that some believe they are here to protect the planet or to prevent us from making terrible mistakes.
Shadow X.
But there is one theory that might truly shock you. What if the Nordics are not only watching humanity from a distance, but are actively shaping what humanity will become? For decades, people have reported unusual encounters where they were taken aboard silent craft and examined by tall, calm beings with blue eyes and flawless skin.
Why be so many in the room like that? Well, why you gotta like? Why they gotta? Why they gotta like 3 or 4 looking at them like that? I'm sorry, y'all. This one's kind of losing me. I don't know, man. Jeez.
You had options. You got to go through them.
Unlike the terrifying abduction stories linked to other alien types, these encounters are often described as strangely peaceful. Witnesses say the Nordics were gentle, curious, and focused on one thing above all, the human body. Some claim they were told a bigger plan was in motion, the creation of a new race. According to these stories, the Nordics are working on hybrid children, a mix of their DNA and ours. These children reportedly look mostly human, but with features that stand out. Perfectly symmetrical faces, brighter eyes, and a calmness that feels almost unnatural. Why would they do that? Believers say the answer might lie far in the past. There is a theory that the Nordics have visited Earth for thousands of years and have already mixed their DNA with early humans. This could explain why some people today naturally share their tall height, fair skin, and light hair. Maybe humanity has already been shaped by them once, and now the project continues. If the Nordics truly want to blend into human society, the most effective method wouldn't be disguises or technology. It would be biology. Create humans who carry the same genetic markers, the same appearance, the same calm and intelligent behavior, and no one would ever notice an alien living next door. Some who tell these stories believe the Nordics face a problem of their own. Their population is declining, or their DNA has weakened over time. By combining with humans, they may be strengthening both species. But what if their motives are not only about survival? Supporters of this theory say the Nordics want to guide humanity toward a more advanced future, one without war, fear, or disease.
We're doing
A
a hell of
hybrid human could be smarter,
Yeah,
healthier, and emotionally balanced in ways we can only imagine. These children of two worlds might one day become the leaders of Earth, or even Earth's representatives in a larger universe. Witnesses who claim they have met hybrid children say they feel different around them. Some even report being told that these children will soon return to Earth to live among us permanently. If that were true, then maybe the Nordics are not visitors, but family, and maybe they are slowly shaping humanity into something more like them. All of this leads us into the wildest theory yet, and our story only gets more interesting from here.
I hope so.
Back in the early 1950s,
I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, but
the Cold War was heating up, and the United States was racing to control the most powerful technology on the planet. Nuclear weapons had changed everything. World leaders were terrified of what might happen next, and they were desperate for any edge they could find. According to one of the most famous stories in UFO history, something unbelievable happened during this tense moment in time. In February of 1954, President Dwight D. Eisenhower was vacationing in Palm Springs, California, when he suddenly disappeared. His public schedule showed nothing unusual, but reporters noticed he was gone overnight. The White House later said he had a dental emergency. However, many believe the dentist's story was a cover-up. People who support this theory claim that Eisenhower secretly traveled to Muroc Airfield, today known as Edwards Air Force Base. There, under the cover of night, he met face-to-face with tall, human-looking extraterrestrials. And yes, these descriptions match the Nordic aliens perfectly. Witnesses later said the meeting was not hostile. In fact, the Nordics came with a warning. The story goes that they told Eisenhower humanity was heading toward disaster. Nuclear weapons were spreading too fast, and once they reached space, the consequences could be irreversible. The Nordics offered a deal. If Earth stopped building nuclear bombs, they would help us advance technologically and spiritually. They would guide us toward a better future. But allegedly, Eisenhower refused. Why? Because America did not want to give up its nuclear power during the Cold War. Instead, months later, the US supposedly negotiated a different agreement with another alien group, often described as the Greys. And that agreement was much darker. Technology in exchange for access to the human population. If this is true, it would explain why abduction stories exploded in the decades that followed.
I think that's just true.
The theory claims that alien groups were granted limited permission to study humans, and governments agreed to stay quiet, as long as people came back. But here's where the Nordics possibly return to the story. Many believe that even if the original deal failed, the Nordics never left. They continued their mission from the shadows, helping, warning, and maybe even working with small groups inside the government. Some suggest they gained access to secret military installations, especially those connected to advanced aerospace technology. Locations like Area 51 and its hidden S4 complex are often mentioned in this context. Why would military agencies cooperate with them?
Say it again?
What Nathan said? It's only in
Yeah.
this area.
Hmm.
I mean, the Anunnaki, they were supposedly in different shades too.
Yeah.
We look like them. So maybe who was ever controlling that region in that area?
That's what was there basically.
Right, that's what they look like. You know,
Think about it from the perspective of powerful leaders. If a being with greater intelligence and impossible technology approached you, would you turn that down? Imagine controlling anti-gravity aircraft, energy weapons, invisibility cloaks, and other things that could rewrite global power overnight. For governments obsessed with security, the temptation would be impossible to ignore. And according to this theory, not every leader cares about the survival of humanity as a whole. Some care about their own survival first. If a future crisis is coming, nuclear war, environmental collapse, or something even worse, then forming a secret alliance with advanced beings might guarantee safety for a select few. A place on the lifeboat, while the rest of the world suffers. That idea alone makes this theory terrifying. People who support this story say that after Eisenhower's secret meeting, an immediate silence fell across the government. Everyone involved was forced into secrecy. Technology is locked away where the public would never find it. And yet, every once in a while, a strange leak appears. A pilot sees a silent craft moving faster than any known aircraft. A scientist claims to have worked on materials not from this Earth. And whistleblowers mention tall, flawless visitors participating in classified briefings. Maybe, just maybe, someone powerful might already be working with the Nordics, and both sides may be gaining exactly what they need. So what is the truth? Is the lack of evidence a sign of a deeper truth? Is the government going to lengths to suppress knowledge of extraterrestrial interactions? Are the Nordic aliens really living among us? Or are the eyewitnesses simply mistaken? What do you think?
And there you go.
Yeah.
The Nordics.
There it is. What do y'all think?
Some of that stuff pretty crazy, man.
I thought that was interesting. It makes sense why the U.S. would work with the worst, the worst people. They've always done the worst thing they could do. So I
Yeah,
can believe that part of the story. If anything else, that's the part I can believe.
that part checks out, doesn't it? At least the maths on that.
Right.
I can see them doing that, and the agreement is to return them. Some of them don't come back. So, but who knows, man? It's pretty crazy stuff. I don't know if the Nordics exist. I mean, maybe the Nordics are the Anunnaki or a version of them. Because
Right.
Anunnaki, you know, they also created the Gigi, and the Gigi were kind of like they were a planet that they conquered and made hybrids of themselves. So the Gigi were kind of look like them and kind of look however else they look.
Whatever they look like. Right.
So I'm not gonna be known to do that. So ain't no telling, man. Ain't no telling.
Pretty good video. I gave it just the whole what they look like part. I think kind of lost me because the AI was just throwing you whatever they want to throw you. That is funny.
Right. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, pretty cool stuff. So maybe we'll do a dissertation at some point on the Greys and the reptilians. I mean, and people are kind of on different sides of the fence when it comes to the Greys. And there's tall Greys, there's short Greys, and some think they are malevolent, and some think they benevolent. So ain't no telling. The reptilians, pretty much everybody thinking that they're malevolent, they're evil. That Epstein is a reptilian or Draco or what have you. Remember we were watching that one video of that girl said that she saw on the shapeshift.
Yeah. I'm just
So-
laughing at you saying malevolent and benevolent because I'm laughing at the Nick Shirley video. He
Say what?
didn't. Never mind.
I say it wrong.
No, you said it right. The guy that did the whole Alien Center thing, he said he said it wrong. I just sorry, I'm off. I'm distracted today. My bad, gang. All right.
It's
But
a Monday. It's a Monday, man. So
I
feel you.
I think
The
if
Greys
he
do
wasn't a reptilian, I think Epstein was definitely a demon. Like that's that wide smile he had.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah, that's some freaky stuff, man. I mean, look, if you're going to practice cannibalism, I don't know any normal human being that will want to do something like that. Now if it's survival, you know what I mean? Like, your plane goes down to Antarctica and you're left no choice, that's a different type of situation. But to just be doing that because you like it.
Weird too. You don't see a single person on the other side denying the cannibalism stuff.
Nope.
And no one's saying that's not true.
Nope.
Beef jerky isn't what we meant by the human. No one's saying nothing about that.
Not that I've heard. Have you guys heard anything about it? Anybody to the contrary?
Crazy, bro.
That's scary.
It's scary, but like, there's truly evil. Like it's very like it's real. Like all these people in power, all these films you've watched and books you've read, and these demonic beings. Have you what was the book? Do you remember Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yeah.
Remember that black tape they had with like what humans, like the worst humans in the world, what they did, like every human atrocities on this tape. That's what the Epstein files like.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, where did they get that stuff from? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just crazy that like that is like no one's out here like talking about like this. These crazy billionaires are eating people, possibly eating children.
Yep. I mean, there's evidence that says that they have and that they were. So I don't know.
What does that mean? That's like they were, so that like you get lower than that.
No, I don't think so. I especially when you're doing it to be evil. You know what I mean? Like Like,
Well,
that's great.
yeah, there's no other way around it.
You can create a Wendigo and a Skinwalker. Skinwalker's created like that too. Doing such things. Nathan, I'm glad you put that in the chat, buddy. But yeah, man, I mean, it's just pure evil because it's not you're not fighting to survive, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing this because you're evil.
And
Like these,
before we keep going, I want to say me and Rashad live great lives. I drive my car very well. I have no plans of dying.
happy Monday.
So, yeah, I have no plans of killing myself. So we end up missing. You know why? Because you could like Trump is in the files. What, named a million times?
Yeah, and they won't even subpoena him for a deposition.
And they've taken 47,000 pages out to
Yeah.
hide the facts in the files.
hmm
Man.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
in those same files, they're eating people. They're talking about jerky. And they called it something else too. But
They call it something else too. Wow,
it's jerky is something else they called it. And
reserve. Yeah, I think society should.
Man,
This should come. This should come. I think the people should come together and just overthrow this shit. Just overthrow it. Start all over again. Start all over again. If it was I believe it was,
just reset because
yeah, just reset it. Billy Carson was on a show. They were interviewing him, and he was just saying, "Look, if 50 million of us said, you know what, fuck it, I'm not getting up. I'm not going to work. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not going to pay any bills. I'm not going to do anything." That would cripple our society. Now to think if everybody else participated in it.
You can just
Like-
do it 24 hours. Just like the entire nation just didn't buy anything for 24 hours. It would send the biggest message.
It would. You know how the government shut us down in 2020?
Just shut down the government.
Shut down the government. That's what they don't want to happen. They don't want us to shut it down. They want to shut it down so they have that control. But they don't want us to shut it down. If we shut it down, we will regain the control.
Think about it. They can shut down the government, but they won't give you the Medicare that you deserve. Like when you're disabled, you can't work, and they're taking that away from you.
They're taking that away
because they just can.
Trump weaponized it. Remember when ICE was there and people the Twin Cities were like, "Hey, fuck y'all doing?" He's like, "All right, bet we're gonna cut your snaps. We're gonna cut your snap benefits." You weaponized it?
Trump's the gangster, man. That's not no funny. I'm not trying to be funny. That's some like I ain't never seen anybody act like that before. Just
Never.
petty. Just
Never.
petty to be petty. Like, man.
I didn't know you could do that.
Well, his DOJ is a private law firm. He can sue anybody with the DOJ. Like he don't like.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, he got all the people in there, man. So, anyways, but that's not what the show's about. But again, we can kind of tie it in there together, though, bro. Like this is what people are saying the reptilians are doing. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I keep saying, bro. Like we keep thinking like that, that's the story, or you know what I mean. And you keep looking at that back at it, you're like, well, shit, are they even human? Are these people human?
Can't be.
Because what is going on? Yo, you eating people?
Yeah. Oh, hunting black people just for the fun of it. It's crazy. Let's see. Nathan has some comments in here. He says, "I know the pieces fit because I watched them tumbling down. No fault. Not to blame. It doesn't mean I don't desire to point the finger. Blame the other. Watch the temple topple over to bring the pieces back." Yeah. Yep. Together we discover communication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these artists, they show you a lot of these artists. Man, listen to artists, man. If that, that could be anybody. They're telling you, shoot, we see it. Not. It's like Like most people are artists anyway. You see what's going on.
Yeah,
You can relate it back to anything you watched or read or
yeah.
whatever you look like. It's crazy.
Remember that artist who said he got brought to that party? He was a rapper. He got brought to that party or not a party, some type of gathering or something. And then like he saw the driver, his face change. Like he was a demon, basically. Like that's just crazy, man. I think he's out there in LA. Let's see.
Listen to Dylan, yo. Okay.
So that's a podcast or artist.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go to the next segment. Thank you for that, Nathan. We're going to the next segment, just called Game for the Game. Go back, I believe my Instagram is working.
Okay.
So I will play the first one. It is called Exodus. And by the way, Game for the Game is just a segment that we have where we find this interesting reels on social media and then we share with you guys to get your thoughts. And all that good stuff. We don't subscribe to all of it, but we just find it interesting.
You saw my face with the Nordic Aliens, so yeah, we don't subscribe to everything.
Right. So share my screen here. All right, here we go. Oh, it's muted. Dang it, my bad. Here we go.
Exorcism. If you've seen it on Hollywood, I've seen it. The thing that you're going to see the most of is morphing, which is basically where the person changes form or shape. Everything from just women kind of look like a man all the way down to they'll change into the shape of animals.
Like a skinwalker.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you personally seen this?
There was one case I had a long time ago where there was kind of like a snake figure. I did assist a priest in a case where anytime the priest would put his stole on the back of the person's head, the front of the person's face would just go and change into the shape of a wolf. With levitation, I just don't tolerate it.
What are you thinking when you see levitation?
I get annoyed by it, frankly.
That's it? You just get annoyed?
The case that I had, one of them was Ball. He likes levitating. So I just don't tolerate it because he's trying to distract you. Personally, I've only seen it twice. But that's only because I tend to see other things, like extreme forms of occult knowledge where people know stuff that there's no way this person could ever know this. This guy that was possessed started speaking a form of Phoenician that had been defunct for 3,500 years. This kid didn't even finish high school.
What are some of the other things that you've seen? Somebody that can turn their head 360 degrees, the spider walk.
The thing I tend to see the most is the demons manifesting in their characteristics in a full-blown manner. For example, with Beelzebub, he looks the same in every case I've ever had him in, where the jaw extends out, the eyes become bloodshot, they narrow, and the top of the head narrows. I've seen a lot of color changes. Saw a woman, she was possessed by a demon who responded to the title Vitae Raptor, which is robber of life. The first time we got him to manifest, literally her face just like caved in and she literally turned completely jet black like a corpse.
What are some of the things you've seen during it?
Bro. Yeah, I quit after my first day.
Yeah, I'm good. No, I wouldn't be messing with that. Yeah, what?
He said these people are shape-shifting, levitating. Like, I find it more annoying. No, I find it scary as fuck.
That's all you have to say. You find it annoying. You say, yeah, they're just trying to distract you. Huh?
What? Well, it worked. I'm out of there. Or I might ask it to teach me how to levitate.
Nah, I'm not messing with that.
No dark magic for you, Kobe. You gain superpowers. You gain superpowers.
Nah, no, I don't want it that way.
I'm just saying, man. Let's say one jackass learned some old way. It starts a cult. It ruins so many lives. So dumb.
Yeah,
Learn and conquer the world like the Sith. Learn and conquer the world like the Sith. Yeah, learn the abilities, man, and rule the world. Yeah, dude, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, to be real with you, I don't know if I want to learn something from a demon.
Yeah, he said the taker of life. What the hell, man? You would leave that thing alone.
Lives, like what are we doing? You know?
He said the shape shifting is what he sees the most. So that's what you get to see the most. That's what you see.
Right, and like you're okay with that. You're normal with that. Like that's right. But you know, he's not the first person that I've heard like saying seriously that people could shapeshift. Remember that the one guy, we should do a dissertation on him where he was where he actually would fight demons. And he would
He's
see.
different. I'll take his powers, not the going all black and your jaw separating. I'm cool on that kind of power.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, cult leader stuff.
All right,
Yeah.
I got the next one. It's
Right.
called the Gray Lady. I don't know what the hell this is, but
I
let's
don't
get it.
remember. Oh,
Watched the ghost cams at the Willard Public Library. Supposedly, the building is so haunted that they've set ghost cameras up to catch paranormal activity, and you can find it all streaming live on their website. This is something that has just recently been brought to my attention by the creator that I've tagged in my description, so of course, when I heard about this, I had to go see it for myself. And it's true, they actually have ghost cams on at all times. On their website, they also give you a history of the known apparition that has been reported there the most, and they call her the Gray Lady. They've even had police summoned there because of a security alarm that was triggered, and according to these officers, one of them went inside to investigate and the other watched from the parking lot. Well, the officer that was in the parking lot said that he saw the ghost of a woman with a shadowy figure beside her through the window of the building. So when his colleague emerged, he asked if he had seen them, but they found no trace of anyone inside. Here's another story from the library assistant that's posted on their website. It says, shortly after being hired, a library assistant bravely addressed the Gray Lady while walking alone on the adult services floor. She politely asked not to be frightened and suggested the ghost communicate in gentler ways. Moments later, the elevator doors opened unexpectedly, the call light illuminated despite no one being inside. The assistant approached cautiously, finding the elevator empty. She believed this encounter was the Gray Lady's response, welcoming her to the staff. I guess when the bathrooms were remodeled, the toilets started flushing on their own, so they had to call plumbers in, but there was no cause found. There was also a new projector that was installed that would move up and down by itself, so they called technicians in to investigate, but they couldn't figure it out either. They have this picture of the library founder's daughter hanging above the copier machine, and some people think that she could be the Gray Lady. Have you ever watched the ghost cams at the Willard Public Library?
crazy. Crazy.
Shit's crazy.
Would you go check it out? You're gonna check out the cams, bro?
I will go. Yeah, I will check out the library.
You would go check out the library? Would you check the cameras? I guess there's a website you can go to. You can check out the cameras.
Oh yeah, yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm not staying the night there, so yeah, it'd be cool.
Definitely not staying the night there.
You can't. It's the library. They won't let you. So
right. Unless you do a lock-in with like Ghost Hunters or something like that.
I ain't gonna have.
Okay. All right. I mean,
Watch be like a video game. You can't get out. You can't get out the library.
Right. Oh god, that's the worst.
You gotta figure out the mystery.
Having a ghost that clogs the toilets. I'm like, like, what are you eating? I got lost in that that basement in Resident Evil. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, that was horrible. I kept running to the security room.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yep. I don't got time for all that.
Right. I finally figured out I had to do a walkthrough. I had to cheat.
That game is scary. And her parts are scary.
Oh, her part.
He's fun.
Yeah. He's fun. And of course you don't get to play him that much. So
you do. Near the end you do.
Oh, do you? Okay. Well, I can't wait. I'm at the part where well, I don't think we got big gamers in here, but where the helicopter crashes.
Okay, yeah. You got a lot of
Yeah.
You got to part a little bit longer.
No. Emily didn't make it.
Oh so yeah, you just got through that part. You killed the girl and everything.
Yeah, I'm in Raccoon City now.
Okay, yeah, then you're in Leon's part.
Okay. That spider? Bro.
That shit was hard.
The spider?
Oh yeah, you don't like spiders.
I hate spiders.
Yeah, people got mad about that.
Oh my god. Anyways, you got it down here for that.
Yeah, and man, if you can play that game, that's one of them games, bro. You gotta play it with the lights off. So
yeah, it has got everything.
I put Grace in third person. You put it in third person.
I did too.
You're straight.
Yeah, I cheated. I saw that you put that on Facebook. So I'm like, all right, that's what I'm gonna do.
I got you.
Burn some sage for all of us.
I got you. Burn away the bad spirits.
There you go. There you go. All right. So the next one is called Emancipation. And before I put that up, so you trying to keep me watch the spider part. I refuse. Yeah. Sheldon's more afraid of spiders than I am.
It's bad. If you're afraid of spiders, I don't mind spiders. So.
Oh, it is bad, man. Oh, that spider was a mofo. And I'm so glad that we got to kill that one thing too. That thing that could go up in the walls or whatever, up in the ceiling.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The girl. Yep.
Oh, that thing was freaky. All right. So that's what they call Emancipation. So check this out, guys. This is from Game for the Game. Yeah, here we go. Well, I gotta unmute it, my dumbass. All right, here we go.
We come to the United States case. The myth is that Lincoln freed the slaves, but Lincoln says in 1860 and 1861, it is a lie and a slander that we have any intention to abolish slavery in the slave colonies of the South, in the slave states of the South. This is just a lie, he says. So why does it happen? Well, it happens because, as W.E.B. Du Bois puts it in his great book, Black Reconstruction from 1935, the slaves took matters into their own hands. 500,000 of them fled from the South, withdrew their labor from the Confederacy, found their way to Union lines. And Lincoln's generals are going, what do we do with these people? What's our policy? And initially the policy was return them to their masters. But they refused to go back. They came in such numbers that this wasn't viable. And a few of the more radical Republican generals said, I'm not returning them. They were defying Lincoln, but they were defying Lincoln because enslaved people were forcing the issue. And ultimately, 200,000 of these self-emancipated Black men find their way into the Union Army and Navy. Women serve as cooks and as spies. We often forget that the great Harriet Tubman, who had led a series of raids to free family members and then to free non-kin fugitives, was the most accomplished spy for the Union Army. Lincoln eventually provided a pass which said, Harriet Tubman can go wherever she wants, because the point is she could provide intelligence to the Union Army that no one else could provide. So this was a movement of self-emancipation. Enslaved people forced emancipation.
They don't talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not what I learned in school. That's not what I learned in school.
A lot of people will say like, oh, we gave you freedom. That's not, no. Well, that's not that happened.
No, they fought. Black people fought, earned their freedom.
Yep.
Enough was enough. So yeah, Nathan, with the spider thing, man. Can you remember that story Nathan told us about how the spider? Yeah. That dude, just thinking about that story. Yeah. All right, man.
Yep. All right, the next one is reptilians.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to tell you that the Alpha Draconians are here now. Where?
There are 1,833 of them that have been living underground between 100 and 200 miles beneath the surface. They've been here, some of them have been here a long, long time. They have lifespans that are thousands of years. They're carnivorous. They are not friendly to mankind, at least the ones that are here.
Are you saying carnivorous, they eat humans?
Yes. And they need to be, they won't eat a dead human. It has to be alive at the time of the killing. Their preference is children. You know, and we've been told, you shouldn't talk about that. You know, there are other people say, well, you better not talk about the reptilians. Well, you know, bull. You know, why not? According to the Andromedans, they're responsible for 31,712 children disappearing in the last 25 years from the United States. These children were food. And I'm supposed to just shut up and not say anything about it because people don't want to hear it? That's tough. That's tough. You know, Westchester County, in the last 5 years, 3,000 children in Westchester County, New York, have vanished without a trace. Where are they going? Why are we allowing this to happen? And why should people...
stay in denial about it.
Now, how are they able to do this? How are they able to? How are they able to? How are they able to do it? How are they able to come up out of this from underground and do it? Or do they have?
There are tunneling
agents
systems
working?
everywhere. They're being helped by the Greys, and also there are groups within the higher echelon that are actually helping them acquire this.
So human beings are abducting the kids and getting them to the Greys, who in turn give them to the Alpha Draconans?
That's right. That's part of the deal. They won't come up as long as we feed them down there. You understand? It's about human beings selling themselves out. The echelon attitude here, the needs of the few outweigh the needs of humanity. And sorry, that just isn't right. You know, but it's going to have to be humanity that's going to rise up and take the stand. You're just going to have to turn off your televisions. They're going to have to get in their car. They're going to have to fire everybody in Washington, D.C. that knows and does nothing. And they're going to have to do something. You know, this apathy's got to end. Otherwise, the way we live is going to end. Period. I mean, that's the bottom line. You know, and I'm not coming from a fear space. I'm really quite angry about the apathy and the fact that, you know, when people give lectures and try to tell us, people want to stand up and fight with them. Look at what's happening around us. The indications are everywhere, everywhere. The truth is now an obscure thing. You know, the lie is the norm. There's something wrong here. What's wrong with this picture?
It's weird because if you grab around the Nordic Alien video, it talked about how humans work, how America worked with the Greys. He just mentioned how the Greys work with the Draconians.
Right.
Weird.
Right. And I don't know if any of that stuff is true. Did he say it? I don't know. But he believes it. He's very passionate about it. And he makes a lot of good points.
That's tough. That's
you know?
tough.
Like, where are these kids going? Like, nobody has.
They don't really talk about, like, oh, we found all these kids in a basement. It's like, no, these kids are just vanished from, yeah.
They're no longer here. So, you know, when like, I used to think those people were crazy, man. I've heard those rants for a long time, especially like when social media first started to become a thing, whatever. And I was like, that's BS. Sweet D was hitting me about stuff like, man, you need to pay attention to stuff. Like, man, you're crazy. That's recent. You know what I'm saying? That was just recently. Now, his view, he thinks it's all the people on the left who are doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why he supports the right, because he thinks it's the Clintons and all them doing it.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just the left that does it.
Right. Like, come on, man. Like, all in on it together. So, and this is not crazy talk to me now. You know what I'm saying? It's not. So,
I don't know, man. The whole eating people thing. I thought they even talk about that. They're eating kids, and they went to that pizza shop, and they're supposed to find them there. And you know, that's all QAnon BS. But now I'm like, well, it wasn't. But like, they were just looking in the wrong spots. They're like you said, they're like Donnie looking at the left. They weren't trying to look at the right, but they knew some weird shit was going on that side.
Right. They know. They're all on the same team, the right and
On the
left.
same team. They all vote, man.
Right. They all work for Israel. So, you know, and apparently the Greys and the reptilians.
I guess so. What the hell?
Yeah. So, like, all right. So you guys can call us crazy. You can call us tinfoil hat type guys, whatever. And we're not saying that this stuff is real.
Yeah.
But pay attention. Pay attention. And like you said, turn the TV off. Why do you think Kendrick Lamar is telling you to turn the TV off? These people know shit, man. They know shit. Turn that TV off because the propaganda that they're selling you on TV, CNN, Fox News, NBC, all this shit is bullshit. It's propaganda. Period. Point blank. Period. If it's leaning one way all the way, you can't trust it.
Yeah,
you can't. You know. So turn the TV off. Get your news from more reliable sources. I don't know if you guys know this, but Paramount they're in a deal to buy Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers owns CNN. If the deal goes through, CNN is going to go right, because the people who own Paramount are Trump's
Trump,
buddies.
yeah, Trump people.
Yeah. So, and HBO's going away too. So there's that. But yeah, crazy. All right. So we'll and that's why we do game for the game, so we can have these kind of discussions. That was a good one, man. The next one is JFK. So let me share my screen here. And William Cooper, he's a conspiracy theorist that got unalived. They say he unalived himself, but he didn't. The government got to him for telling too many truths. So check this out. Oh, damn it. I keep doing that.
In the death of President John F. Kennedy, we'll show you the pictures and let you decide. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sarah Harlow.
And I'm Bob Evans. This is KUTV News at noon. John F. Kennedy assassination, UFOs, the New World Order, and the secret government. Those are just some of the areas today's guest says he has incredible information about. In the early 1970s, Bill Cooper was a naval security intelligence officer. He says he was privy to secret documents that gave almost inconceivable explanations to some of the things I just mentioned. Bill Cooper, thanks for being with us today. Let's talk about the JFK assassination. CIA plot?
Well, from the top secret documents that I read while I was in naval intelligence, it concerned the Central Intelligence Agency, the Secret Service, Division 5 of the FBI, and the Office of Naval Intelligence, and that's why I was able to view these documents.
Now, why would the CIA and the security community want to kill the president?
From what I understand and from what I read, Bob, they viewed President Kennedy as a security threat, and I'm not sure exactly what that means. But the documentation clearly said that the assassin was the driver in the car in which he was riding in Dallas on that day, and it was plainly visible in a film withheld from the public.
Now, you brought that film with you. Let's take a look at that if we can. Here's the film. Go ahead and narrate this for us, will you?
Well, it took me 16 years to find this film because it has really been withheld. And what you're seeing here is the motorcade on Elm Street passing in front of the book depository building. Kennedy has been shot in the throat, and Jacqueline is pulling him toward her, trying to comfort him, and she's in shock. At this time, you see the driver turn around with a pistol in his left hand, firing over his right shoulder, and shoots the president directly in the head.
Here's a repeat of it, yeah.
The weapon, watch the driver, his name is William Greer. He was, in fact, a Secret Service agent. The weapon is an electrically operated, gas-powered assassination pistol built especially for the Central Intelligence Agency.
You don't see any puff of smoke from...
That's correct. Because
what you think is a pistol there in the right-hand corner, lower right-hand corner.
That's correct.
Why is that?
Well, it's an air-operated pistol. It's pneumatic. And it actually fired an exploding pellet, which injected shellfish toxin into the president's brain, so that if the actual explosion of the pellet itself did not kill him, the toxin would.
Now, did you read all of this
Yes.
in the documents?
Yes, and that's why his brain was switched for another brain in transit between Parkland Hospital in Dallas and Bethesda Naval Hospital in Washington, D.C.
Now, what about Oswald?
Oswald was a patsy. We have a photograph of him actually standing in front of the book depository building in the doorway watching the motorcade as it goes by. That is Lee Harvey Oswald there. You can look at his clothing, and you can see in a following picture, I don't know if they're going to show it here, but we also have photographs of him when he was under arrest.
And we don't have that, but I have seen that photograph, and they do look quite similar. The clothing is very
Absolutely.
similar.
We've also done body measurement proportion comparison analysis between the two photographs, and there's no doubt it's Lee Harvey Oswald.
Is
it possible the CIA was involved in the death?
Crazy. We've actually shown a clearer video than that, probably about a year ago. But I wanted to get back to it. I like William Cooper, man. He got too close to the truth, and he became a security threat.
Damn, it does. I don't know if y'all can see it, but when I'm looking at it, it looks like I don't know. It looks like he's going like this. I don't know why he do that.
Yeah,
he went like that.
He went across his body.
Yeah,
and shot him.
Like a big, and like a, I don't know what the hell that was, but
yeah, they the guy who supposedly killed or unalived Charlie Kirk. He had a very similar, more advanced weapon like that, because it wasn't the shooter or whatever. Like the guy that said it was a shooter. The conspiracy theory is that it wasn't him. It was the guy who was standing next to him, and you could tell he grabbed something out of his bag and he's sitting like this while Charlie Kirk is talking, and then you see his hand kind of go like that, and Charlie Kirk's neck.
Yeah, everybody who like looked at the bullet, like the gun, and what up, man? I didn't know you were here.
Ghost
Looked at
dog.
the gun and stuff like that. That wouldn't be the gun. That would have blown. Like they said, that wouldn't been the wound. Yeah, man, some
Right.
shit going on, bro.
I'm telling you, man, and they do it right there in front of you. Snipers miss, and Plan D had to act. Yeah. Yep.
You can't have that, buddy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that obviously wouldn't be the first plan, right? To have the driver do it. Obviously would be the first plan. But
That's crazy, bro.
yeah, crazy stuff out there, man. So stay
All right.
woke.
Yeah. The next one's called They Replaced Jim Carrey. Now, I guess they said that was the actor being him. Then they said that was him. I don't know what's going on. I don't really keep up with the actual news on this stuff, but this is weird.
Where's Jim Carrey?
I'm dead. And I made mistakes. I was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love.
I've had some challenges in the last couple of years myself. And ultimately, I believe that suffering leads to salvation.
Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is.
No, I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
They're
I mean, you got to admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons,
in
boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red X that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. I believe that it's deeper than that. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself. And I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
There's no me.
There's no you. We're not here. This is a dream.
There's just things happening. And there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's
uplifting.
the thing. It's not our world.
None
That's
of
the
this is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
That's the good news.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm dead. But
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they had to come out and say that it was a makeup artist. They had to, because nobody bought it. They really tried to pass them off. Had the internet not gone crazy, in my opinion, I don't know this for sure, but in my opinion, had the internet not gone crazy and called BS, they would have just let it go. I don't think anybody would have said it. That guy wouldn't have came out and said, it was me. I'm the makeup artist that did it.
It's so weird.
In my opinion. What do you guys think? What do you think? Do you think that this guy would have came out and said, hey, it was me?
I don't know. I can't believe anything anymore.
I don't believe it was that guy.
It wasn't Jim Carrey.
It definitely wasn't Jim Carrey, but I don't believe it was the makeup artist, because I saw that, like, him putting on the different heads and stuff, and I didn't see a Jim Carrey one like that looked like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gone. He's a brilliant mind. Yeah. I mean, has he come out and said anything? Has Jim Carrey come out and said anything?
No.
Right.
I don't know what's going on, bro.
So, yeah, stay woke, y'all. Stay woke. All right. So I'm going to play the next one, which is called UFO Files. Let's check this out here.
Tried to get the Pentagon to release the UFO files in order to deflect. So Trump tried to get the Pentagon to release the UFO files in order to deflect from the Epstein files. And they said no. They said we can't do that because it's going to destroy too many people's worldviews across the entire earth. They said that there are too many people that believe wholeheartedly in religion to release the information that we have on extraterrestrials. That's enough information right there, if you ask me. In my opinion, that is all of the answer that we need. They said we can't do that because you stupid hoes that think God created you are going to find out that you actually got created by a higher intelligence species that you just can't fucking see because your brain doesn't process energy fast enough. Because I promise you, some of us can see them. I know shit is getting weird outside, but you guys need to start trying to adapt your brains to the reality of the fact that people literally are living different realities. Your entire reality is created by your brain processing.
Hey Nathan, by the way, she seems nice.
Yeah, she seems. I will listen to her talk all day.
Yes.
She has some great things to say.
Absolutely.
Frequency. So if somebody else's brain is processing energy literally faster than yours is, they absolutely can see, experience, hear, feel. There is more on earth than there is on your earth. When things exist in consciousness, they also exist in physical reality. If there is something that is, let's say, a thought form, we're going to go, for example, and say things like Bigfoot, aliens, extraterrestrials, ghosts, things like that. If they exist in people's minds, there's enough people in the entirety of the planet, there's enough consciousness that have adapted it as real. It does exist, even if it exists for some people only as a thought form. There are other people, the faster your brain processes energy, the more your brain processes energy, the more able it is to access things that only exist in higher frequency energy. So for some people in the physical reality, it is only a thought form. For some people in the physical reality, it actually manifests in the physical reality because their brain will process what is some people's thought form as a physical entity. Aliens are real. Literally, whether or not you can see them is just dependent on whether or not your actual processor, your brain, your physical body is capable of processing energy high enough to see, interact, notice that they exist. And like probably somewhere in the middle of April, we're all going to learn that that is a thing. And there's going to be a bunch of people very confused about it. But there's going to be a bunch of people very corroborated by the fact that they've known this shit's real the entire time. Moral of the story here is if you feel like you can see aliens, if you know you've interacted with them, if they are real to you, they are real. The people that cannot see and cannot understand is because their brain literally just doesn't process energy fast enough to interact with things that quite literally exist at a higher frequency, because everything is energy and everything that we are seeing is just an illusion of a physical reality based on the fact that it is energy moving slow enough to create that illusion. The same way we know that there is sound outside of the physical audible sound, and we know there is light outside of the physically visual sound, there is other things. There are thoughts, there are animals, there are creatures, there are people, there is everything outside of what you can perceive physically, audibly, visually in this world. Well, and I guess what most people can perceive. It's just whether or not your brain processes. Some people can, some people can't. It does not mean that it is not real. It's that we are all living in different realities on the same planet, right? We're on different planes of reality in a net that's encompassing all of them. Plain net. Go drink fucking water. So Trump tried to
You can say that about consciousness too, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, man. I can say the same thing. She didn't say it that way, but
Yeah.
it's same thing. It's not necessarily your brain working at half capacity. You know what I'm saying? Not as quick as the other. It's consciousness. If you're not ready to see it, you won't see it.
Right.
That's it. Just what, and you might think you're ready, but you're not ready. I haven't seen an alien. I haven't interacted with an alien. Not that I know of, but I do believe that they exist, and I think I'm ready to see them. But nothing has manifested itself yet. So, there's that. Put this comment up here real quick. Wow, she's understanding things. She is very, very much understanding things, and I'm telling you what, she picked the right platform because people are gonna listen to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you
For
like,
sure.
like people are gonna lock in. At first, they're gonna lock in with their reptilian brain, and then they're gonna like figure out, oh, she's really talking that talk.
Mm-hmm.
Really lock in. So, let's see here. You have interacted with what you cannot explain. Yes, I've seen what I call ghosts. But I don't know. Maybe those were aliens. Maybe they were.
Mhm.
Maybe they were.
Maybe.
I don't know.
All right,
But
I
it's
got the next one called The Truth.
ooh, the truth. Okay.
All right.
Oh, how'd that get in there?
The hell was that?
It's the truth, apparently. I tell you what, though, bro.
Oh
I
man.
I forgot that was in there. But isn't it funny how we were just saying that?
Yeah, that's weird.
You know? Yeah, I mean that's because that should have been part of Capernaum.
Yeah,
We don't have that. So we'll count that as that. But dude, I know it's AI. I know that, but the symbolism.
Mm-hmm. They're not human.
They're not
They don't
human.
act like humans. And Epstein's revealing it.
Yep. Yeah, he may have been a spy. We've talked about that before. For the Hamas.
Right. From Mossad. Yeah.
Not Hamas, Mossad. Yeah, my fault. So yeah, the Hamas is something totally different. But yeah, from the Mossad. Like, I don't know, man. Although I'd be a terrible spy because I couldn't go that far. I'm like, you want me to do what now?
No,
Oh
I couldn't.
no.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. Y'all tripping.
Yeah, I'm not built for that.
You want me to go to Who's Island? No, I'm good.
And do what?
And do
Nah.
what? No.
Yeah, they're definitely far removed from our way of life, and that's the thing. Because money gives you access. I know Shannon Sharp and Iman Shumpert were talking about that in last week when they interviewed him or whatever. Money gives you access,
Mm-hmm.
but money doesn't make you a monster.
It
Or at
shouldn't.
least shouldn't.
Yeah.
Shouldn't. So, all right. I got the next one.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is called The Universe. Get cracking. All right, here we go.
You tell me a little bit about what your people believe.
It is very hard to explain. We do not believe in any individual god or gods, but rather we believe that the soul is, what is a good term? A non-localized phenomenon.
I'm not sure I understand what that means. Well, if I project a beam of light at the wall, you see the light on the wall, but the wall is not the source of the light. It comes in from somewhere else. The soul is also a projection. It does not exist inside us any more than the light exists inside the wall. But this shell is the only way we can perceive it.
We believe that the universe itself is conscious in a way we can never truly understand. It is engaged in a search for meaning. So it breaks itself apart, investing its own consciousness in every form of life. We are the universe, trying to understand itself.
Can you tell me a little bit about what...
Man, I got deep real quick.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
So you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too. We all parts of the universe trying to understand itself. We are all part of the source.
Mhm.
And these bodies are the only way that we can traverse this reality.
Yep.
And there are different kind of realities out there. This isn't the only one, but in this universe, we have to be carbon-based forms to
Mhm.
do what we need to do here. Kind of like taking a car out on the freeway. You don't walk on the freeway. You take a vehicle
Yep.
to traverse the freeway. So, all right. So you got
I
the
got
next
the next one. It's called Phil Schneider.
All right. Yes, you got it, Nathan. Yep.
Schneider said he was a structural engineer and explosives expert with high-level clearance. He was hired to help build deep underground military bases. These are massive facilities miles underground, connected by high-speed rail systems running through tunnels melted into solid rock. In 1979, while drilling near Dulce, New Mexico, his team broke into a natural cavern, and it wasn't empty. Inside were several 7 to 8 foot tall grays. Pale skin, large black eyes. He said they had a very strong ammonia odor. Sharp, chemical-like, overpowering. They didn't speak. The communication was telepathic. Just an instant awareness on both sides that something was wrong. One of the beings moved toward them, and Phil reacted. He pulled a Walther PPK and fired, killing 2 of them. Another gray raised his arm and released what he described as a blue energy beam. It hit him in the chest, burned him severely, and blew several of his fingers off.
I killed 2 of them. Yes, they're mortal and they do die. One of them just kind of waved his hand in front of his chest, and the next thing I know, this blue beam hit me and just literally opened me up like a fish. Burnt my fingers right off of me. It was some form of electrical force, kind of like being hit by a lightning bolt. Burned all my toenails off of me. Crispy crittered my left foot. Burnt the shoe right off of me.
A Green Beret grabbed him and shoved him into a lift cage, sending him back up the shaft, while a firefight broke out below. 66 soldiers died. Only 3 survived. For years, Phil Schneider toured the country, showing his blown off fingers, showing his scars, displaying alien medals, and warning about a secret treaty between the government and non-human entities. In 1996, he was found dead. Official cause: suicide. Authorities said he wrapped a rubber medical catheter tube around his neck multiple times and tied it tight. But his family said no way it was a suicide because he had missing fingers and limited hand function, so he couldn't have been able to tie those knots himself.
It's weird.
Yep. And we've spoken about him before.
Yeah.
He's a really good presentation, as you can find it on YouTube. He tells the story. It is fascinating. Now, I do have a little bit of trouble with the story. If you broke into like a cavern, right? Wouldn't you hear them like the aliens? Like, wouldn't you hear them coming?
Yeah.
And so you clear out, right?
I mean, what if you didn't know they're aliens?
But like the aliens would hear the humans coming if they're trying to hide down there, right? Like, hey, do you hear that tapping on the wall? We need to clear out of here.
Oh, you know, the aliens. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, why wouldn't they get out of there?
Maybe they had something down where they want them to find.
Maybe, and they couldn't move it quick enough or whatever. But I find that ammonia thing interesting because I don't know if you guys have there's a movie that's coming out called Project Hail Mary, and it's based off of a book. And in that book, the spoiler alert, but it's in the trailer. The guy meets up with an alien, right? But the alien's atmosphere is ammonia. I don't know if the author knew that about this story with Phil Schneider, but I just found that pretty interesting. So, yeah. Let's see here. I got the next one right.
Yeah.
Ghost ship.
What?
Well, what am I missing? I'm not on that list. What do you say?
They stand their ground like they taught us. Aliens?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Because
they're Florida aliens.
Yeah. That's hilarious. All right, those ship. We're in here. Okay. Am I unmuted? All right, check this out.
In the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, Thoth says that under the Sphinx's paw, you can find my ship. And he says, far in the future, from deep space, an enemy is coming. And he says that the person that can release my ship from underneath the Sphinx will be able to defeat them with ease. So obviously, there's some malice. These people coming from deep space, according to both the Atlantean, not according to me, they're not good people. So what he says is, he's got this ship underneath the Sphinx, and maybe you have to dematerialize it and rematerialize it above land. They did ground penetrating radar scans of the Sphinx around the paw, and they saw that a mile deep, 1 mile deep, there's a huge object down there. Now, what's scary is there are tunnels that lead all underneath the grounds of Giza. Some go all the way from Giza all the way to the ziggurat of Ur in Iraq. There's these tunnels down there, but it's pretty interesting that the Animal Tablets talk about a futuristic event where somebody's coming from deep space that's not nice and that we would need to defend ourselves. And the Animal Tablets.
What do you think about that, kiddo?
What the hell? It's crazy.
Right? And like I said, he said the ground penetration radar shows something down there. And these ancient writings all came out like hundreds of let's just say thousands of years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like what and there's proof that there's something down there.
There's something going on.
Yeah. And here's the thing, I think we know what it is. I think, we figured it out. We know that there's something down there. It's just not being disclosed.
Right.
So, but if we know it's down there, I hope they've gotten it. They've gotten the schematics and all that, because if those was predicting somebody's coming to jack us up in the future, hopefully we're ready for that.
Right.
But we're so caught up in our own little
bullshit.
BS. Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
you're watching. It is BS.
Yep. Let's see. The Sphinx is pretty good looking. If it had its nose, I was still a good looking big spaceship to complete my Nordic powers with an offset. He's silly. Oh man. Yeah, and apparently that Sphinx actually looked like Horus. So not Horus, but I'm sorry. It looked like Thoth. Sorry, it looked like Thoth. But they destroyed it. So yeah. I mean, that's a conspiracy. That's a conspiracy. Yeah. I agree, Nathan.
All right, I got the next one called Trenta. Don't know what that means. We're about to find out.
Okay, I don't remember this one.
That could rewrite everything we know about history, and his videos might actually prove it. In one clip, he's standing in front of a massive wooden structure he says is the real Noah's Ark under construction. Animals climbing the ramp, workers everywhere, and he even points to someone he calls Noah himself. Then his footage jumps to the Titanic during the disaster, water flooding the decks, people running everywhere, and he films it like he's trapped in the chaos. Another video shows 1,950 seconds, San Francisco, classic cars passing, people moving, like old footage. And he casually walks into a McDonald's and films himself ordering food as if nothing's unusual. But the wildest moment, followers dared him to show Trenta, the hidden country no map confirms, and somehow he uploads multiple clips claiming he's inside it, walking through streets no one recognizes. So the question is this the most convincing trick ever? Or did he actually capture something impossible? He claims something that could rewrite.
Unfortunately, we have AI, so it was like AI.
AI cap.
Yeah.
That should have been on cap or nah. That should have been a cap or cap or no cap. All right, we're changing it. We're moving on to the second. That's just the intro to this segment called Cap or No Cap. So this is where we upload reels, or we show reels that we've gotten off of social media, and you tell us if it's real or not. If you think it's real, you say it's no cap. If you think it's fake, you say cap.
Facts.
Let's see. I'm sorry, not apologetic. Never apologize. AI is here to fact with us. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Yeah, should have been on cap or no cap. All right, and so it is included. We have now officially included Trenta. Cap.
Yeah, it's definitely cap. Trenta would be dope though. If that was real. We get in that city.
That'd be so cool. I bet you they know how to find powers there.
Man.
So we're gonna say
Tell me
that
that.
is cap.
Yeah, cap.
The cap.
Oh man, you got the caps on again.
Go. Here we go. It's time. Damn it. All right. All right. So I have the second cap or no cap. Uploaded here. All right. So okay. So they just said it was cap too. All right. I love this cap, by the way. I don't wear it out because it's white and I don't want to mess it up. Don't fumble the cat like Jim Jones dead. What? I'm going to search
She'll
for
clean it up. Make cap. She make cap.
Oh, okay. Give it elements. Like have all the powers. By the power of Grayskull. Need a power sword. Oh, okay. Okay, I got this. Don't fumble the cat like Jim Jones did. Gotcha.
Oh.
Gotcha. I didn't see that. That's a social media thing that
I gotta see that.
What do you do?
I don't know how to see it. She got
Right.
killed by the auto text.
Oh damn. Okay. All right, here we go. UFO UAP smokes a jet like it's nothing. Is this real?
Yo, y'all check out this UFO footage I came across of a jet trying to catch him, and he smoked him. Look at it. Left the jet in the dust. Look at that.
Wow.
Now, you can't tell me that ain't something. Yo, y'all check out this UFO footage I came across of a jet trying to catch him, and he smoked him. Look at it. Left the jet in the dust. Look at that. Nah, you can't tell me that ain't something. Yo, y'all check.
It's silly. Quick with it. Quick with it. All right, what y'all think? Cap or no cap?
I'm gonna say no cap.
You'll say no cap? Guess what I'm gonna say?
Oh man.
No cap. No cap. I hope I got enough hats. I hope I got enough hats.
I think you'll be fine.
So, all right. In the comments, what y'all think? We only got 2 people participating in the comments, but if any more want to jump on there and say you think that is cap or no cap, we greatly appreciate it. But you don't have to. Let's see here. Wonder Twins power activator.
No cap.
No cap.
Okay.
All right. At least you're not turning.
Michelle said no cap too.
Jill said no cap. Okay. Still got no cap. All right.
All right.
I always thought the dude had the weakest power, like he would turn into like water-based things.
Who?
I think it was Zed and Jan, the Wonder Twins. Am I
Oh
right?
yeah, they were lame.
Except for, did you ever watch the Justice League Unlimited when
No.
they kind of reimagined them? Oh,
I didn't see them. I didn't see them.
badass. They were badass.
They were trash and everything else. So.
They were trash and everything else, but they were badass in the Unlimited. All right, man, what you got?
So I got the next one called Miami Mall Portal. Sorry. So we've talked about this a few times that there was a portal that opened up in the mall in Miami. I forget, what is it called? Like Oceanside or Bayside Mall?
I think it was Bayside.
Bayside Mall.
Yeah.
And we actually shared a few, like, I guess people who've been there. But anyways, who were there? I'm sorry, not been there. Who were there when it happened?
Right.
So
right.
I don't know what this is gonna show us. I haven't seen this one in particular, but we'll check it out.
Now, allegedly, this footage in front of Miami Mall incident, for those that don't know, that's when the interdimensional beings popped up inside the mall. And this is one of the portals that they use. Now, the people are confused as to what this is. I'm going to show you again. Watch as everybody in the back gets scared when they see this portal open up inside the mall.
Like the sorcerer, like the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, it does look like a Doctor Strange portal.
Allegedly, this footage in
Interesting.
That one's tough. So I'm going with Cap.
I'm gonna say no cap.
Yeah.
For the fun of it.
No cap. Oh, that got stuck on
Did it hit the camera?
It got stuck in between the two cameras. I don't use that other camera anyway, so we're good. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Nathan White says no cap, but
I agree. We need no more. I agree with that.
They're starting to come out now with more videos and stuff like that, but I don't know if I trust it or not. You know,
one kid we followed, or not followed, but we had posted him. He seems pretty real because he was like, I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
My autistic cousin was, or whatever, was kind of tripping about it.
Yeah.
He seemed like he was telling the truth, but
he did. And that was we showed him recently. Maybe
a few months ago.
Yeah. So yeah, he seemed pretty legit. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so we got this one. It is called Haunted Doll. So I will go ahead and pull this up. Just give me a second, y'all. All right. Check this out. When your doll stands up by itself.
This video shows a girl with a doll in the background. Her doll suddenly stood up on its own. Her reaction, completely justified. This video shows a girl with a doll in the background. Her doll
Cap or no cap? Cap or no cap?
Can you show it again? Can you show it again? Oh man, that was funny.
he said her reaction completely justified.
I'm thinking she
hold on.
I'm thinking she gonna take off.
No.
video shows a girl with a doll in the background. Her doll suddenly stood up on its own. Her reaction, completely justified. This video shows a girl with a doll in the background.
She had no chill, bro. She had no chill.
Oh man.
All right. I gotta put my cap on.
You think it was Cap?
Yeah, it's Cap, but that shit was hilarious. And then
That was funny.
With the rockets cooking.
Oh man, that was funny.
That'd be my favorite. Can you smell it? I didn't watch wrestling per se, but I used to love the Rock's antics and all this good stuff. But that was hilarious.
Oh my god, that was funny. Oh man.
All right, man. You got the next one.
All right, the next one is called The Flash.
All right. I wound up from work and shit. Yo.
The hell was that?
Right?
One more time, yeah. I'm sorry.
At AI? Nathan says
For
no
the
cap.
fun, I must say no cap. You gotta see through your hat.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with y'all. No cap. All right. Let's see here. So the next one is on me. And it is called Shadow Dancing. The Imperial Throne. Da, 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 da. Possibly. So what y'all think about this one?
Okay, unmute it.
Do you see that? It looks like a shadow, but I can't see anybody. Is it just the snow? What?
Did I get you?
I knew it was coming. You gotta rewind the tape if you actually got me, but I knew it was coming. Alright, here we go.
Well, you can tell with the music.
You can tell, yeah.
You
got me.
That wasn't even. Oh my god! What's up, Benno? Been a minute.
If he got me, let me know. I did. I was like, "Where's it gonna come?" And there it was. I was like, "Where's it gonna come from?"
Can you take it
I
back?
think he came from the back of the. I don't know. I had to look. I'm like, here we go.
they why my eyes got big. I ain't gonna lie, it got me the first time I saw it.
Man, I knew it was coming. I didn't know when it was gonna get here. Let's see if I can run it back on my phone.
It got me the first time I saw it. Was it? I just grabbed that PS.
Let's see if I can run it back on my phone. On that BS again, man.
On that PS.
On that BS again. I gotta check YouTube. It won't let me run it back on.
Run it back right now. All right, it's all good. All right, so you grab that next one, and I got the last one. It's all good.
All right, cool. The next one is.
So you grab.
All right, Gray versus Garfield. All right, cool. The next one is.
Here you, Kobe.
All right, Gray versus Garfield. Sorry, you hear that? You hear that going on?
Yeah.
All right, 1 second.
Got a good mic. Here. Damn thumbs.
All right, ready?
All right.
See, this is cap or no cap, yo.
Shell said you didn't flinch.
I'm gonna check. All right.
Cap or no cap? Cap off top.
Cap. All right, you got the next one.
What makes you think it's cap? Nah, we just ain't gonna let that slide. You just say cap. That's it. No more.
Cap. Cap.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's cap. That's cap. That's cap all the way. That's cap all the way. The cap. A cat would have made it bleed. It sure would. Cats, man. You know, when a cat get going, boy, they got
The cat is over there looking. Dude's over there looking at that cat. Like, come on.
Let's see. Beto says cat too. All right. Well, maybe the next one's gonna be a little bit more convincing then. Because this is Trolls versus Garfield. So let me get that thing going for you.
Thanks, Shell. I did not jump. Like, I knew it was coming. I was like, that thing's gonna try to pop out.
So the Jedi cat. Have you ever seen the cat fights with they give them lightsabers or whatever? They Photoshop lightsabers and they be going at it, bro.
Mhm.
All right, check this out.
Did he kill it? Or what the hell? Why did that one just stand there? Like, yeah, that's AI. I'll take the Nordic alien AI over that shit.
Better than that.
Damn, why they?
Yeah, the AI is that it wasn't that great. I didn't have good ones this week. I'm sure Nathan has sent me some. I gotta go find them.
I could have put them on there too, but you know what? It was a short week. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
That was kind of, I mean, I thought it was all right. Yeah, we're going cap on that. We're going cap on. So, all right, y'all.
We did it.
That's it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay,
Yeah, I turned it down. I think it should be fine.
Okay, good. All right, y'all. Show's over.
Yep.
Coming in and joining us. Sorry we didn't go on last night. Was in them streets celebrating my little cousin Jayla's birthday. She turned 24, and we had a great time. So, we will be back regular time next Sunday, right?
Yeah, should be fine.
Cool. So yeah, thank you everybody who pulled up. We appreciate it. All the people in the chat, man. We ain't seen in a while, man. So thank you for pulling up.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Nathan, Shell, we appreciate you guys in the chat holding it down for us. And our silent viewers, thank you for joining. Brian Allen was in the chat too. So,
appreciate you.
Yeah, so thanks for that, man. We love doing this. We have a good time with it, and we'll be back next week. Everybody have a good week. Grind hard, work hard, play hard, right?
Yep. That's what we gotta do. I mean, if we get out of here, we had to let you guys off with the mornings. Don't whistle at night. Don't whistle in the woods. And one thing to remember, always respect your ancestors. So, yeah, shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all showing up on a Monday. Appreciate y'all, man.
Good
time.
Oh shit.
Clear down.
Bad love, Nathan. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. So with that, we out of this piece.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good week.
Peace.
Giants. People who came from the sky.
Yeah.